Your scalp is not dry because you don't oil it enough. And if oil was actually the answer, your scalp would have been fixed by now. If you oil your scalp regularly, morning, night, every hairstyle change, yet it still feels dry, itchy, or even flaky, now you know this video might actually be what you're looking for. You are not lazy, you're not neglecting your scalp or your hair. You have just been taught the routine without the reasoning behind it. Oil is not moisture. If you're on this channel, you know that. And once you understand that, every other thing starts to make sense. Now, by the end of this video, you will stop guessing, stop over oiling, and finally understand what your scalp has been asking you for. We will talk about why your scalp stays dry. We're also going to touch how to tell dry scalp from other scalp problems and how to fix dryness naturally in that right order. So it's going to be simple, it's going to be practical, with no confusion at all. Hi, I'm Nonyelum Ofodile. People can call me Chino. Some even know me as Noye. I am a UK-based nurse and I created this channel to have a clear, honest conversations about scalp health, natural hair care, wellness, and everyday balance, especially for women of color. In both my clinical work life and my real life, I see how often scalp and hair concerns are misunderstood, overtreated, or even surrounded with fear, especially for the Black community. My goal here is to help you understand what's going on or what's happening and why things is happening the way it's happening and how to respond in a way that supports your health. No fear-based advice, no confusion, just simple evidence-formed guidance that you can trust anytime. Let's clear the biggest confusion first while we dive into the video. Dry scalp means that the skin on your scalp lacks water. Not oil, water. Think of it this way. Your hands. When your hands are dry, I don't think you will go into the kitchen and carry cooking oil and pour on them and expect it to be hydrated. No, you simply go, wash your hand, add water first, then seal it in with either a hand cream that has an oil base. From a skin health perspective, hydration always comes before sealing. Anywhere, anytime, be it your skin or your hair. Once you understand this principle, I think everything begins to change and becomes a lot easier. Now, let's take it a step further. What is the difference between dry scalp, dandruff, and build-up? Okay, here is what many people get stuck with. Treating dandruff like dry scalp is one of the fastest way you can make your flaking worse. You have to understand that not all flakes are the same. Dry scalp often looks like small, white, dusty flakes and a tight feeling after washing. Inflamed scalp or dandruff, as the case may be, often comes with itching, redness, or larger flakes. Before we talk about product builder, let me just differentiate the dry scalp and the dandruff. For dry scalp, it is small, white, dusty flakes and the feeling of tightness after washing. For inflamed scalp, which is swelling, or dandruff, it now comes with itchy, red, and larger flakes. So the flakes are not the normal dusty ones that comes with the dry scalp. It is much larger, also found in seborrheic dermatitis. Now, product buildup can feel itchy too, but the scalp here feels as if it's coated, like you can't breathe. Okay, let me give you an analogy using a mechanic stand. Okay, so if you go to a mechanic stand, especially for us those from Africa, and where they pour oil on the floor, it seems as if it is very dry. It looks as if it is very dry and slippery. And when there is rain, you see rain peddling on the floor, but it is not soaking the ground. It is just peddling and flushing away. That is how when you seal your hair with oil, what it feels like. If you seal your hair with oil, it's just like water is coming on it and it's flowing out. It does not sink in. Let's talk about why oil alone cannot fix this dry scalp. Now, this is the turning point. Oil, like I said earlier, is not moisture. Oil seals, it does not hydrate. Now, let me use another analogy to portray this point. Imagine locking your door before you enter it. How do we enter? There is no way this can work. It seals dryness, and when it seals dryness, water doesn't penetrate. Many textured hair routine we are passed down with good intention, but without explanation. And when those routines don't work, people blame themselves instead of the method that they used. The problem was never you. It has never been you. It's just the practices that you have been doing it in the wrong order. Remember, water first, then seal later. How do we fix dry scalp naturally? Step 1 is cleansing. I will take my time and make a separate video for this because it's very, very important. Now, when it comes to cleansing, it's about cleansing gently but consistently. Whoever that told you that washing your hair every single week or twice a week, especially for women of color or for those with type 4 hair, that is wrong, then my darling, they lie to you. No matter if you have a protective styling on, any protective styling that is going to prevent you from washing your hair shouldn't be on your hair in the first place. It is not a protective style. So you're supposed to wash your hair, get rid of all those build-up at least once every single week or once bi-weekly at most. We go to the next one, which is hydration. So when you're done with washing your hair, remember that you have to fit that particular skin that you have washed out. You have to put it back by conditioning and also putting in leave-in conditioner afterwards. The third point, which is sealing in with oil. Now we are done with washing, we are done with hydrating, which is putting in the leave-in conditioners, water and everything. The next thing, you have sealed it in with oil. You use oil to seal it in. Now the idea for oil shouldn't be to drench your hair with oil.
This oil is expensive.
And it brings me to another very important point. Please remember that whenever you're doing or making your hair, do not use butters on your scalp. It is very, very important. It is going to clog your pores. It's going to block out excretion. It's going to block out your humectants from entering, like air going in and out of your hair. And it's going to cause buildup. It's going to cause dandruff. It's going to cause hair irritation. It's going to cause a whole lot of things, and we don't want to do it. Remember, the idea is to make sure our scalp is very well taken care of. So you have to make sure that is in the record. Okay, the reason why we are even advocating for oil for black people is because our hair is not producing enough sebum that is going to be placed. So whatever oil you're putting in, you have to put it in wisely. Now let's talk about the fourth one, which is to reduce triggers. Very hot water, scratching your hair, using heavily fragrance products can keep the scalp irritated. You don't want to do that. Treat your scalp like sensitive skin, not a stubborn laundry. You don't have to use scrape to scrape it or use all those things. It is not good for you when it is not just dry scalp. Sometimes you have to understand that dryness is a signal, not a problem. Watch out for red flags, very red flags, which is pain, oozing, bleeding, patchy hair loss, or no improvement after a week. That doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It means that your scalp may be needing a different kind of care. Now, this applies to everybody, men, women, young, old, baby, elderly. Very important. If you have a scalp, this applies to you. Scalp care is not complicated. It is just misunderstood. The fear around this is a lot, and we need to start removing the fear small. Okay? Your scalp isn't broken. Your scalp is not failing. You just need the right order. When understanding your scalp, when you understand your scalp, you stop fighting it, and healing begins from there. If this helps you, please share this with someone who oils their scalp but is still struggling. And if you want more clear, honest scalp education, please subscribe, and I'm sure you're not going to regret it. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you.